Breaking defense analysis confirms that raw explosive mass continues to redefine heavy armored warfare mechanics. One single trigger pull, a massive 351-kilogram projectile leaves the barrel, and 3 armored fighting vehicles are erased simultaneously in 0.2 of a second. This is not a visual rendering glitch or random gaming luck. It is the calculated destructive outcome of the most extreme mechanized demolition weapon in 20th century military history, the German 38-centimeter Sturmmorser, widely known as the Sturmtiger. In the advanced physics simulation of War Thunder, witnessing this exact multi-vehicle elimination demonstrates the absolute devastation of terminal shockwave ballistics. Propelled by the naval converted RW-61L-54 launcher, with an initial muzzle velocity of just 250 meters per second, the steep plunging trajectory ensures a devastating roof strike against multiple targets simultaneously. When the massive 380mm rocket, designated Raketensprengranate 4581, detonates on impact, it unleashes 125 kilograms of amytal explosive filler, delivering an energetic yield equivalent to 135 kilograms of TNT. The resulting overpressure shockwave expands across a lethal blast radius, exceeding 12 meters at propagation speeds, surpassing 1,000 meters per second. This extreme pressure wave easily crushes the thin 15 to 20 millimeter roof armor plates of clustered combat vehicles, triggering instant sympathetic detonations of internal ammunition stowage racks. Historical defense records from January 1945 confirm that a single rocket from Sturmtiger Company 1001 knocked out an entire group of 3 American M4 Sherman tanks near the town of Düren. Both in historical records and modern digital simulation, this naval-derived heavy launcher proves that overwhelming chemical energy overcomes any conventional defensive posture. Before we go on, what is the most unbelievable combat shot you have ever witnessed on the battlefield? Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into military technology, and tell me where you are watching from. To fully comprehend how such immense destructive power came to exist on a tracked chassis, military historians must examine the brutal operational realities of the Eastern Front. In October 1942, amidst the intense urban combat of the Battle of Stalingrad, the German Wehrmacht discovered that existing assault guns like the Stu G3 and Brummbär, equipped with 150mm howitzers, were fundamentally inadequate against reinforced multi-story concrete structures and fortified subterranean basements. Tactical commanders demanded a mobile demolition platform capable of neutralizing a fortified stronghold with a single direct projectile strike. Alcott and Henschel solved this engineering challenge by taking damaged Heavy Tiger I tank hulls returned from the front lines and heavily modifying them into mobile siege fortresses. Rheinmetall Borsig adapted a naval depth charge projectile system originally developed for coastal anti-submarine warfare, creating the short-barreled 38-centimeter RW-61 launcher. This converted system weighed 65 metric tons, protected by an exceptionally thick frontal superstructure of rolled homogeneous armor measuring 150 millimeters in thickness, and sloped at an aggressive 47-degree angle. This configuration provided an effective frontal protective thickness equivalent to over 200 millimeters, rendering the vehicle nearly impervious to standard anti-tank weaponry from that operational period. Operational combat reports from August 1944 document the initial field deployment of Sturmtiger Company 1000 during the Warsaw Uprising, where a single 380mm high explosive rocket brought down a fortified 3-story stronghold instantly. The mechanical reality of this combat vehicle was never focused on high rate of fire or agile tank versus tank skirmishing, but rather on delivering catastrophic, singular kinetic and chemical demolition energy directly to the most heavily fortified defensive positions in modern warfare history. Analyzing the terminal physics of such a devastating multi-target elimination reveals a unique convergence between low-velocity ballistics and high-explosive shockwave mechanics. Unlike standard high-velocity armor-piercing rounds that rely entirely on direct kinetic impact along a flat trajectory, the 380mm rocket travels with a sub-sonic initial speed of only 250 meters per second. This low velocity forces a steep, parabolic lob trajectory, causing the massive projectile to plunge downwards at extreme vertical angles ranging between 45 degrees and 65 degrees. When approaching targets over distance, this trajectory naturally strikes the vehicle from above, bypassing thick frontal armor plates and impacting directly against vulnerable turret and hull roofs, which rarely exceed 20 millimeters of steel. Upon surface contact, the chemical energy of 125 kilograms of high-explosive amytal converts into a hyper-velocity overpressure shockwave, radiating outwards in an expanding spherical pressure front. This extreme overpressure pulse generates dynamic mechanical forces exceeding several thousand kilopascals per square meter within a critical 12 to 15 meter destructive radius. As the shockwave violently displaces the surrounding atmosphere, it exerts crushing structural pressure on external hulls, instantly compromising structural welds and internal hull compartments. In standard armored vehicles like the T-3485 or Sherman Firefly, this catastrophic exterior overpressure transmits severe mechanical shock directly into internal ammunition stowage bins, causing instantaneous sympathetic propellant ignition. Consequently, multiple vehicles situated within the same tactical zone suffer complete internal system loss and hull destruction simultaneously, without requiring a direct physical penetrator strike against each individual vehicle. Yet this catastrophic firepower carries the most severe tactical vulnerability in mechanized combat doctrine. The fundamental operational doctrine of the Sturmtiger presents an extreme high-risk and high-reward paradigm. Immediately following that earth-shattering blast, the combat vehicle enters a completely defenseless 40-second reloading cycle for an elite crew, extending to 52 seconds for standard operators. With only 14 total rockets stored internally due to their immense 351-kilogram weight, every single shot represents a major strategic commitment. The mechanical reality of this vehicle introduces a critical vulnerability that enemy armor units actively exploit. The large 380mm open launch tube houses the loaded rocket directly behind the muzzle, meaning any incoming projectile or high-caliber autocannon round striking directly inside the open barrel will instantly trigger an internal ammunition explosion, resulting in catastrophic loss of the vehicle. Tactical survival demands precise positioning, requiring operators to remain at standoff ranges exceeding 300 meters, utilize hull-down defilade positions, and maintain direct support from escorting Allied units. Furthermore, firing at close-range targets situated within 8 meters results in fatal structural damage to the firing vehicle itself due to the sheer volume of its own explosive backblast. The operational history of the Sturmtiger proves that specialized siege artillery cannot replace well-balanced mobile combat units on fluid combined arms battlefields. In modern warfare environments, raw explosive mass without rapid rate of fire remains a double-edged sword. Would specialized heavy demolition vehicles like this still possess a tactical purpose in modern urban combat, or has precision-guided missile technology rendered such massive chemical energy launchers completely obsolete? Share your tactical perspective in the comments below.